welcome to a small impromptu video. I haven't really shown you what this car is and what about it, but this is my Premier 118. It's been in the family for a long time, 30 years to be precise, and it's been through a lot of stuff. As you can see, the car tells its tale. It has broken stuff everywhere, needs to be repainted, and there's a lot more job to do under this car. But here is my friend's car. This is his 118 NE. This is Dhruv. This is his beloved car and it's in immaculate condition. So this car, as you can see, is not in the usual white color. It's in this light blue color, which is amazing. When you just look at the body lines, you can tell this car is in excellent condition. It looks like it's walked out of the showroom. Like, I've seen so many old cars been maintained well and I say it's from the showroom. This one, it legit does look like it from the way it feels and everything. So let me open the door and here you go. This is fresh interior. There's no original interior, there's nothing changed. Oh my god, this is a proper classic car. You can call it a modern classic because it still has a lot of modern touches to it. You have AC, though it doesn't have AC controls, it still has the AC vents and everything. So if you fix that up, you get AC. It looks so fresh, looks so clean. Then you have the steering wheel, which is so thin and narrow, reminiscent of the old cars. And this is your rearview mirror, so pristine. You get sun blinds. Oh yeah, and you have holders here. Obviously you have another cubby holder here. There's a lot of stuff. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse. You also have your places to slot your seatbelt in and the lights at the side as well. These occasionally do work, but it's pretty crazy that wow, they work. You have a seatbelt here. Let's get to the rear. The rear is pretty crazy, so I need to open that up. And every door works in this. You have more neat interiors. And check this out. These are the original seats. My car lacks them, but this car, it looks absolutely stunning with whatever's there in this. For now, let's actually go for a short spin in this and see what this is like. Also, my car, I'll be showing you a lot about it soon. For now, let's focus on this immaculate car that shouldn't be missed. So for now, let's go for a short spin in Dhruv's amazing Premier 118 NE. Oh, feels so smooth. I like these cars, how you can see like the end of the bonnet.
Yeah.
And you can actually take it through any gaps anywhere because you can judge each side.
Correct.
You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Like, I still remember, like, the family car when we shifted from the Premier to the Xylo.
Correct.
It was initially hard because you're just struggling to find out where does the car end. And this you can literally see it. I like the horn as well. I still do have the same horn, so I'm glad about it.
Everything on this is currently factory.
Jeez, this is crazy. Oh, it sounds sweet.
First gear pulls in this hit hard.
Yeah, the first gear is like pretty quick. Oh, your car sounds so sweet. Mine has a bit of a raw sound to it now. Oh, your brakes. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think I forgot to mention before, but I sat on the driver's seat and the pedals feel really well. The brake pedal feels on spot. Like my brakes, I need to press it and then it bites. Okay. So it takes a while for it to, bite and stuff. So that's pretty crazy how these brakes are still in good shape.
I mean, thanks to my dad, it's all like pristine.
Yeah, it's pristine condition. So apparently this car has a story from MMRT, right?
Yeah, somewhat. So what it is my grandfather used to go to MMRT quite a lot, and one day he went to MMRT and he really liked the car. And so what he told one of his friends is that, okay, I really like it, can I buy it off you? Because as far as I remember, I'm not quite sure of the fact, the waiting list for this car was really long. I'm not quite sure on that. So he told his friend that, can I buy it on spot? So his friend is like, okay, sure, why not? And the crazy part is his friend accepted only, I think there was a race going on.
Yeah.
So his friend was like, okay, if this guy wins, I'll give you the car on spot, or else you have to come next time, or something like that was the deal.
Yeah.
And eventually the guy won, and that's when my grandfather took the car. He drove it home, and he had to park it in the Jayanagar 4th block shopping complex parking, because he didn't tell my grandmom that he bought the car. And so that's like the scary part. So he didn't tell her, and he had to park it in the 4th block shopping complex for about a year and a half.
My God.
So I mean, he used to always go there daily, take the scooter, go there, pick this up, and then he used to drive it around.
And
so,
I think back then it was even more safer to park.
Yeah, it's even more safer. But I mean, now with the risks here and there, people stealing anything they get, it's even more. I mean,
now it's like pretty hard to even keep my car just parked anywhere, because I don't know, dude, even if it's an old car, they might find something on the inside that they might open and steal. So now that back then, I think even the traffic was less, and it's filled with these kind of cars itself.
Exactly.
Not predominantly 118, but also the Padmini mainly, I think.
Correct.
Those kind of cars.
Correct.
Right now we're in Jayanagar 4th T block. This place has pretty crazy cars as well. As you saw that time, there's a classic wagon, S-Class slammed, and there's this place which has a lot of classics on the outside, especially this Gen 1 Mini. I mean the modern Gen 1 Mini. Fiat right there. Pretty crazy. This car is in its home, and with how it's maintained, it still feels brand new. Trust me. Even the floor mats, for example, they still, you know, they're at their exact shape. They're not worn out at any ends or anything. The windows do work?
This side does not work at all. Only the rest of them work. Apparently there is a issue with the rollers over there.
So like the issue I faced with my car usually is that whenever I rolled it down a lot, like we used to constantly use it as a family car.
Okay.
So there used to be a point where, you know, it used to break every single time.
Correct.
So that's pretty crazy, and we had to change it a lot. Coming to the trunk, look how neat the trunk is. This is a spare wheel. See this thread. You can. These are the actual original tires that they said you could change the thread.
You can change the thread. You can retread them. So these are like the factory tires. All
so as you can see, right here is where the threading starts. This is what you can change. It's pretty crazy. And the back is so well kept and maintained. The parts are where they are. The tools are where they are. It's pretty neat for a old car. Then we can head to what's under the hood. So the latch comes right here. Let me reach to it, and there we go, it's open. And here is the Nissan engine that was supplied to the 118. The 118 NE, the NE stands for Nissan Engine. And look at this beauty. It's a 4-cylinder and it sounds amazing. That's a carburetor, by the way. You don't see that in modern cars. But it's pretty crazy how neat the engine bay itself is. This is so pristine. So that is this pristine 118 for now. It is pretty crazy and it is pretty lovely to see and look at also. Meanwhile, I'll be showing you more about this car soon. It's still getting fixed. There's a lot of work to be done. I'll be explaining to you guys what is going on, what should be done, what is wrong at the moment, and everything else. That's gonna happen soon. So stay tuned. It's been a while since I made a video, but it's pretty crazy to do this. This is me signing off.